message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the go. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I made 1 million, 2 million multi.
We asked 100 married men in my fruit that would describe your partner. This nigga said, great. You're sleeping on the couch. Bruh.
It's week 14 of the National Football League. And coming...
The Commanders' offense ready to get things started.
We gotta sit here and play the Cowboys.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this.
You telling me your big ass couldn't catch him?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Wow. Ref, I'm getting jumped.
It's a first down. They'll set up a throw. He'll let one go deep for
oh my goodness, he's wide open. Oh, he dropped it. God damn.
Cowboy defense against the pass. They've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the second.
Push. Oh my goodness. Push.
Able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Oh, my God.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. There he goes, left side.
Hell no, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. Touchdown. I'm out of there.
75 yards. And the Commanders are able to... Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
113 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Looking to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is true.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here is 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pretty quick burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP, Tom.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Stanley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you give that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors, and guess what?
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Stanley. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Stanley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block.
That is into the end zone for Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final. The Commanders offense set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights him off. yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Shoves him aside. Gets through, and now an opening. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. He continues to be dominant running the football. I mean, keep feeding him, right?
Yeah, you should, because what he's put up already is really like a two-game total. Give him a lot of credit, but give the rest of the offense credit as well. The big guys up front and the receivers on the perimeter, everyone's getting involved blocking people downfield.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bring...
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Washington, the win pushes their record.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes.
Stand up.
It's week 15 of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Commanders, reigning league MVP. He was an unstoppable force last week with well over 200 yards. It's the Commanders and the Giants. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time with...
The Commanders' offense winners of 4 in a row now as they get going here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness. Did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
10 yards there. Good for Washington first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. 25 yards to the house. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even.
Washington ready to try again on offense.
Get it!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 2nd and 6. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call.
Here we go. 70, Wolf.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do.
The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here for their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 166 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
Back to throw here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now back to throw. His throw incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get this down to the 10. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Washington as they come onto the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
60, 60.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Shelling through the defense, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Here we go.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will fight his way into the end end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. You can talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Ready! Liking 18!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On second down, they'll run it here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it.
Celebrate tonight. Back to work tomorrow, fellas. Plan to do a lot of celebrating this year.
It's week 16 of the NFL. And coming up next is the Commanders' Offensive Player of the Year. He was outstanding last week, racking up a ton of yards and touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Vikings, next on EA Sports.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It is week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time.
The Commanders' defense, offense, ready to see if they can keep building on this long winning streak.
Okay, ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Second down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Back to throw now on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try again, and he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, back.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Josh Downs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you...
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now they'll change things up. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commanders first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And taken down just shy of the 40.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 81 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that one incomplete. They'll try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Get it!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking it in from a yard out. go. And the Commanders are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The Washington offense set to take over. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no.
Here we go. Start.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run out first down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Ready?
Now 2nd and 3. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was...
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my wrist side. I gotta put left, and I gotta reject this match. Then we go on a race, switch it up, and that's my place. Got a lot on my plate.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders on EA Sports.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched...
The Commanders' offense set to go now in first place in the always tough NFC East. And all eyes on this man, their star running back. What a game for him a week ago. 3 rushing touchdowns.
And what I liked about it, I could actually count 1, 2, 3. That wasn't beyond my ability. Here's hoping he actually stretches it and gets to 4 in this game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, guys do whatever it takes to have fresh legs late in the season nowadays, don't they? How about him last week? Week 16, NFC Player of the Week for his performance.
Probably means a little bit more to him later in the year, doesn't it? Because of what you just said, the fatigue for a running back throughout the season.
Shows the off-season training and the endurance that he created in order to have that type of a game this late in the season.
2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Fighting through. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 2nd and a couple. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 13. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Downs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They're going to look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be...
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again.
Okay, break.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Okay, ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington.
Let's go now. Hurry, hurry.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Street, street.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
13 yards. First down, Commanders.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And some space here. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
That complete to Downs. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pick.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He has had a whale of a game.
Get it!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 41. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
My, oh my, 250 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to him on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. First down, Commanders.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had it.
Come on. 19 Tiger.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this taken in by Downs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Hands it off out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Panther 60.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they bumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big.
Figure the limit, I'm pushing the limit, I figure the slack now. The glitters ain't gold, look around when we roll through. In the land of the broken, it's a lot we was prone to. Quick understand what's engulfing, but intact with my soul. But dispatch, I'm evolving, searching for solitude. While most fold, them comments composed. Stop the politicking with no, they voters is froze. I'm off the hit with the 50s, I can't be product and system. I pray to God, no be listen.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll watch Jonathan Mingo. He comes in fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Dolphins and the Commanders just ahead on EA Sports.
The Commanders' offense set up in good field position here to begin.
Ready. Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. They'll set up a throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we get this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well. That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week, he was dominant. Evades him at the 20. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 44 yards rushing so far. This is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll set up to throw. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On play action, they'll throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And the cosign review, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with second down and less than a yard.
Come on, come on. Hey! Hey, hey, hey!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And shutting him off, now open field. That'll stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with their 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off? Keep everybody here because they'll stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 142 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Get it!
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go, here we go!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go!
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second.
Okay, break! Tempo, tempo, tempo!
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
2nd and 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Nice little juke.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably...
Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter.
Let's go now. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game with a team still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
He'll look to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's...
Tag! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
186 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
70 Timberwolves.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 73 yards.
And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but...
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does.
The Washington offense back out there. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl.
Got it. Ready? Go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their